Hey, fifth grade, it's Mrs. Pritchard here. Just going to be explaining your work on writing for the week. So we're still working on the same target, analyzing multiple texts and really looking at comparing and contrasting. And this week, we focused on the Titanic article, so the same event. Okay, so what you're going to do is instead of doing a Google Docs, you're going to be doing Google Slides. So I'm going to kind of show you what that looks like. So here I have a differences graphic organizer, and then on the other slide, I have a similarity one. So I'm going to kind of show you. So here it says click to type. So this is where I would just kind of erase that, and I would put the title of one of my texts. So again, you're going to have to go back to your Titanic text, which I have pulled up. So remember, one of them was End of a Splendid Journey. So that was one account that you read. So I'm going to go back, and it's okay if you just put Splendid Journey article. Okay, and then the other one, so you're going to click in that box. And then the other one was titled, so I'm just kind of erasing that, was The Sinking of the Titanic 1912. So I just might put sinking of the Titanic. Okay. And the beautiful thing is that it always lets you know you spell it wrong. Damn. Okay. And then down here, so I kind of have 4 boxes where you're going to be, and this is differences between them. So then you're just going to kind of double click. And again, you're just going to type out differences. Now, because I have room, you guys can put more than just one word or a bullet, right? So I would go back in these texts and I would try to think what was a difference between those two articles. So I might have to go back and reread, okay, End of a Splendid Journey. Okay, I know that that was about Elizabeth Shute's kind of experience on the Titanic. And then I probably need to go back and read The Sinking of the Titanic as well. But if somebody was going to give me a difference, what could I put in there for a difference? What's one thing we've really been focusing on? The point of view, right? So, can someone tell me, are there different points of view in these two articles? Yeah, right? I can see that this one, I see I know that it's about Elizabeth Shute and her experience. So that's probably going to be more first person, right? And this one was kind of talking about the Titanic. It was saying she and her a lot. So it was kind of told from an outside perspective. So maybe third person. So I might put Splendid Journey, Sinking of the Titanic. I might say, since I have room, Splendid Journey was told from first person. I'm going to put from the first person's perspective, while the sinking of the Titanic was told from. So that's just one difference. Now, in these next ones, I might get more into depth. Okay, they were told from a different perspective, but what does that mean? Did I get to know maybe really the thoughts and feelings more in the Splendid Journey? What are some other differences I noticed between the two articles? Okay, then, so you're going to come up with 3 more. And then your other ones is your similarities. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click in here and I'm going to kind of put the 2 different articles' names. And then I'm going to try to find similarities. So this is a little bit harder. So can someone try to find a similarity between the two? So again, I would definitely have to go back and kind of look. And I'm using the text, so it needs to be specific. And so I remember when I was reading, especially this line in the Titanic one, and this was one of your discussion questions, that her fireman compared the sound of the impact to the tearing of calico, nothing more. However, the collision was fatal, and the icy waters soon poured through the ship. And I remember over here in Splendid Journey, that it was really quiet. Everyone kept asking, "Is everything okay?" And they kept referring to, "We're fine." So I feel like a similarity is that no one really knew how bad it was. They were kind of trying to keep it on the down low. So I might say a similarity is that the passengers, I can get that back up there. So the passengers did not realize how big of an impact the iceberg really had on the ship. I think a similarity is most viewed Titanic as being unsinkable, right? So in both articles, no one could really believe that this could happen because everyone said this ship is unsinkable. And so in both articles, whether it was first person or third person, they kind of had that same feeling that they did not realize how big the impact was and they thought that it was unsinkable. So what I want you to do is then you would see if you could find kind of three more similarities. Okay, and then again up here, you're seeing if you can find three differences between those two articles. Okay, and you're just going to type them in. But notice, you guys, again, I did not just bullet and put one word, I typed them out into complete sentences. You have enough room in that box to do that. Okay, so if you have any questions or concerns, reach out to your teachers. Okay, we can elaborate a little bit more, but that's what you're going to do and work on writing this week. Okay, so I will see you guys later.